Digital meetings with in-house and remote staff. Digital meetings have become the new normal in today's world. It is a reality, a change that we have to adapt to in order to effectively run our businesses. This trend started a few years ago but accelerated with the onset of the pandemic that pushed almost every organization to make a shift to digital connectivity. And its effectiveness has convinced many to use it as a permanent way of working, never going back to a physical office space. After a bit of a bumpy ride, we have now eased into the online world of meetings. A number of new online portals have come up, such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Skype, and Cisco WebEx, among a few others, that offer a close to real interactive experience between two or more persons. Though very different from in person interaction, digital meetings come with their own set of advantages. Firstly, online meetings have opened the doors to more frequent interaction with remote staff. Employees at larger organizations located in different cities usually find themselves at a constant disadvantage for not being in proximity of the main headquarters. They have limited involvement in many organizational matters unless they are invited to meetups, trainings, or conferences arranged in any one city that involves significant administrative costs such as airfare, travel time, and hotel charges, along with their arrangement hassles. Digitally run portals have solved this issue, providing smoother and deeper communication with a minimal cost involved. Now, remote staff are involved in matters which they were never part of, and that improves organizational development and results in more engaged employees. It also allows for budget cuts with a minimal amount paid to buy the online portal. Secondly, it saves everyone's time. We all know that formal in person meetings, trainings, and events eat away key time that could be used in more productive activities. Waiting for the chief guest to arrive, the formal speeches of inaugural and conclusion, and the protocols of certificate awarding are no more part of the digital world. Due to this productively managed timing, online meetings come with the lucrative advantage of allowing concrete results and outputs from any meeting or training. A vast range of tools in these online portals offer taking notes, organizing participants in multiple sessions, and even maintaining records of every idea floated or every solution presented or every step of an exercise. You can even conduct brainstorming sessions within meetings where the participants are easily grouped and can brainstorm ideas that are quickly jotted down and arranged on slides. Even the brilliant feature of polling options gives the shy colleagues a chance to voice their opinion with anonymity, again, which allows more engagement, less grievance, and hence better communication. All these possibilities offer newer, crisper formats for events. An annual training or conference of 4 days can be easily squeezed into 2 days. The content can be tightened with mix and match and playback options and categorized by function, level, topic, or time zones in case of more global setups. If a meeting can be done away in 2 hours, there is no need of dragging it over the whole day, with interactive infographics for enhanced and long-term learning. So far, an underrated advantage of these digital platforms is the power they provide to managers, where they can undertake out-of-the-box approaches in meetings that were earlier non-existent with conference tables and flip charts. These virtual tools allow an efficient measure of an employee's performance due to a systematic recording of ideas and performance matrix. With so many great things to offer, the digital world is not free from a few disadvantages. Digital meetings have given us a new term, Zoom fatigue, which refers to the stress we feel after attending a number of online meetings. But what has stress got to do with attending a meeting, that too from the comfort of my home? We now understand the role non-verbal communication plays in our daily interaction and its quality. The inability to read the other person's body language or facial expressions and gestures forces us to be more conscious of observing them and giving our response. This in turn causes stress as we don't know what other participants are thinking and how they perceive our words. We can't fully gauge their interest in us through those little thumbnails. Then there is always this risk of technological disruptions such as screen freezes, bad internet connections, malfunctioning audio, cable crosstalk, and hardware and software issues that can disrupt conversations without warning. Also, this unnatural bonding can further discourage the introverted team members to switch on their cameras and voice their participation. Although online communication with the barrier of a laptop or mobile screen can't beat the advantages of in person meetings that buzz with real human energy, but it still exposes people's nonverbal behavior in interesting ways. And this behavior can cause misunderstandings. People do not realize how they appear on video and what impact they are creating through their insignificant actions. So it is very important to have a clear know-how of online or digital etiquettes. Let's look at some key do's and don'ts before going digital. While attending an online meeting, always keep your microphone on mute unless it's your turn to talk. Make sure your microphone allows for clear and comprehensible voice. Adjust your laptop or mobile screen at an angle that allows for enough light and shows your face clearly. Poor angle, especially placing the camera below your chin, where some part of your face is invisible, causes discomfort for the viewer and takes their focus away from the ongoing discussion. The ideal position is to keep the camera right in front of you, a little higher than your face. If you wish to make a point during the meeting, use the raise hand option from the meeting tools and wait for permission from the host before starting to talk. Leaving your comment in the chat box is also a good way to avoid disrupting the speaker. Turn on your video if all other participants are also on video, unless you have a poor internet connection or you are in a situation that will cause disruption in the meeting. When it's your turn to speak, look into the camera and not at the screen or elsewhere. Looking right into the camera allows for making eye contact with other participants that encourages engagement and interest among them. Even when you are a silent participant, do not attempt to multitask that shows your lack of interest, such as using your phone or talking to somebody else while on mute or looking at your watch repeatedly. Inform those around you about your online meeting to prevent unwanted disruptions and inappropriate happenings in your background. Choose to sit with your back against a wall instead of an open space behind you that would have a chance of some private activity taking place. Do not check your appearance on your screen camera by adjusting your hair or clothes. It makes you look unprofessional. Do look good for an online meeting the same way you get ready for an in-person one, but ensure how you look before turning on the camera. In case of a client who is an external stakeholder, a video call is always a better option for interactive opportunity and getting their attention and interest. So be an active listener as well as an active participant in a client meeting. Of course, digital communication is evolving every day, so we can expect the addition of more innovative features to the meeting system. Still, the ethics of being on time, along with looking and behaving professionally with all the right cues, remain the same whether the meeting is in person or online.